Accelerate your journey towards a risk-resilient and sustainable supply chain. Having a high-performing supply chain is about creating value and meeting the needs of your customers. This means delivering goods to the right place, at the right time, with the right level of quality and for the lowest cost. So let's imagine you are in charge of a manufacturing company's global supply chain operations. For each operation, you know there is a lot of uncertainty that can lead to a series of problems farther down the supply chain. Stockouts, shutdowns, increased costs, and more. That means you need to be prepared in advance for unexpected events that go beyond what you typically experience in a business-as-usual environment. To help customers with this, we've created a seamless integration between SAP Integrated Business Planning and the Cosmo Simulation Twin software to help organizations balance the need for efficiency with the need for a robust supply chain. The Cosmo Supply Chain Vulnerability Scan adds an intelligent simulation layer to SAP IBP that allows you to test the impact of an unexpected event on supply chain operations. Thousands of simulations are run automatically to provide a very accurate representation of the real behavior of the supply chain, including all production stock and flow management policies. Let's see what this looks like within SAP IBP. You can ensure service level robustness and maximum profit by performing different types of vulnerability scans on production resources, suppliers, transport, and their associated costs. For example, in the case of a transport crisis resulting in a 50% increase in lead times, you want to know what the most impacted transport routes are, as well as their impact on profit. Looking at the results, you can see the different transport routes color-coded to indicate the level of vulnerability. Once you've identified the top vulnerabilities within your supply chain, in this example, the route from Mexico to Brazil, the next step is to find the best mitigation action plan. This comes from having alternative scenarios that introduce uncertainty in the simulation so they can be managed before your business gets disrupted. The solution scenario planning capabilities allow you to create and compare a large amount of what-if simulation scenarios by modifying both the supply chain structure and business parameters. One mitigation action plan could be to replace your Mexico supplier with a local one. Within a few clicks, you can visualize the mitigation plan and new supply chain configuration results. As you can see, the transport route from Mexico to Brazil is no longer displayed as a highly sensitive route, as you managed to significantly reduce the volume of products and goods transiting through this point. Moreover, the risk on profit was reduced by $4.5 million, or 42%, as a result of this mitigation plan scenario. Continuing in this manner for each vulnerability, you can limit the risk as much as possible. SAP IBP and Cosmo simulation software is a highly scalable and ready-to-deploy solution with data being continuously synchronized and updated. Cosmo AI simulation capabilities help enterprise organizations not only to identify the top supply chain vulnerabilities, but also to prescribe the optimal risk mitigation plan based on their custom KPIs. Confidently navigate complexity to create a more resilient supply chain. Cosmo Supply Chain Simulation for SAP IBP is now available on the SAP Store.